Well, apparently, depending on where you are, either X has gone down today, yesterday, the day before. You can go all the way back to last Friday when a lot of users on the platform formerly known as Twitter reported an outage on X. And anybody that has been paying attention to the landscape and what has been going on in this country the last 5 years, when Elon Musk bought X, kind of knew he stepped into the game to make things more balanced. He didn't buy X because he wanted to censor and silence Democrats and Democratic supporters, liberals, left leaners, the leaning lefties. He wasn't trying to silence you. He just wanted to bring forth more balance on the platform, because what we all have found out before he took over, conservatives were the only ones getting little notations under their post, the so-called fact checkers. This is false information. This is fake information. But Democrats and their supporters can say some of the most outlandish things with no grounds of source material as far as the truth being concerned. They can say whatever. They was not getting those same notations, fact checkers underneath their comments and posts. And Elon came in. He brought balance to the platform. Even to this day, the Democrats, that's one of the main reasons the Democrats hate Elon, because of what he did to Twitter, because the Democratic Party used Twitter as a weapon. It was like the left arm of the Democratic Party. So that initiated extreme hate from the left and their supporters and the people that vote for them. So I'm surprised it took this long, because I kind of thought, we all seen the vandalism of Teslas. People that own Teslas, they come out and there's a whole bunch of spray paint and all kinds of nonsense on their cars. People been taking baseball bats to Teslas and cyber trucks, and we've seen all that. People vandalizing Tesla dealerships, setting fire to charging stations. All these things, not too long ago would be deemed as domestic terrorism, and it should be deemed as that today. And now, because I don't care what anybody says, this is not an accident. This was something intentional, and nobody wants to say it, but I'm gonna say what I think. My opinion. X is experiencing a roving cyber attack. Now, it's not something that has created a total blackout. It's almost like rolling blackouts in the summertime. And is it possible that this is a rolling cyber attack? Instead of being blatantly obvious and just zapping X completely, like all at once, you just drip feed the cyber attack over the course of days, different areas. That's what it seems like to me, a drip feed cyber attack. People experienced it in different countries on Friday, Saturday, some people a couple of days ago, and some people in America too. And then today, more people, including myself. Very ironic, based on, and just add that to the fact of conservative content creators that have been victims of swatting. That too should be a felony, and the people responsible should be a mandatory 40 years in prison for swatting. Oh yeah, I'm willing to go all the way as far as the punishment is concerned. These people committing these domestic terrorist acts, mandatory 40 years in prison. You get caught swatting somebody because you don't like their political views, what they say hurts your feelings to that degree that you would try to orchestrate an assassination on that person, mandatory 40 years in prison. It's time to stop playing with the so-called tolerant left. And then you realize, well, really not that tolerant, are they? Let's read some of this article right here, because that's what I think was going on. A drip feed cyber attack. Days after Elon Musk took X from his left hand and moved it to his right hand, the social media platform is down. On downdetector.com, there have been 362 complaints at 7:51 p.m. compared to the 25 complaints filed at 5:21 p.m. There have been some anecdotal reports from X users on Down Detector indicating that there was another problem with the platform earlier today. This article is from, let's see, how old is this? This article, March 31st. 8:22 p.m. So a couple of days ago. See, I didn't know anything about this because, I was cool till today, and I'm like, damn, why I can't log on? What's going on? Come to find out, the past few days, people all over the world at different times have been experiencing the same thing. I don't think it's an accident at all. 47% of those who filed a complaint about X on Down Detector said they experienced an issue with the X app, while 44% experienced problems with the remaining 9% said they had a problem with a connection to a server. You might remember March 10th, a date that Musk would rather forget about. That day, X went down and Elon blamed it on massive cyber attacks, writing on X that day, "You didn't think he would post on Weibo, did you?" Musk said, "We get attacked every day, but this was done with a lot of resources. Either a large coordinated group and or a country is involved." That same day, Tesla shares were down more than 14%, erasing over $15 billion from Musk's wealth. On a side note, it must be great to lose $15 billion and not affect you none. I mean, anytime you lose money, you're not going to be happy about it, but losing $15 billion and could still kick up and like, still one of the richest men in the world, kiss my ass. That's what I call F-U money. Love it. Anyway, Elon might be a little lighter in the wallet today after Tesla's $4.39 loss, 1.67% in regular trading, and an additional $3.06. 306. 1.18% was lost in after hours trading. The combination 7.45 decline erased a more manageable but no less stunning 1.08 billion from Musk's stock account. It's still a good stock to have. I don't care what nobody say. Get your X stock, get your Tesla stock, buy it a dip, ride the wave, drip free to profit, keep buying a dip. Boom, boom, boom. This is not financial advice. It's just an opinion. There's many different ways to do it. Find your sweet spot. That's all I got to say on that. Another site called Down for Everyone, or Just Me, says that X has been down for 3 hours as of 9:56 p.m. This site reports that the complaint reported the most by X users, 55%, was a slowdown in speed. 31% said that they could not access X, and 14% received an error message. Yeah, that's about what I got. Last weekend, Musk posted a surprising tweet that announced the sale of X for $45 billion, including $12 billion in debt, to his startup firm, XAI. The multi-billionaire originally purchased what was then called Twitter back in 2022 for $44 billion. The most recent deal helped double the value of privately held XAI during a recent funding round that raised $6 billion from the firm that Elon launched in 2023. The company was valued at $40 billion. After the X deal, XAI is now valued at $80 billion. I wasn't aware of that he was looking to sell. XAI, I might buy me some stock in that first chance I get. But yeah, I knew this was, and just like Elon said, he thought it was a cyber attack on, when was it, like March 10th, to make it less obvious or whatever, just to attack. And Elon has a point. There's a lot of resources had to be put into this. This is not somebody that's just a random person in a basement with a lot of technical skills. Or let me bring down X, working from a laptop or a desktop or something like that. No, this is not that. This is something more sinister and more serious that's going on. It's amazing people get triggered that much based off political disagreements and a different point of view. You'd be amazed at how many people want to engage in an echo chamber. You're not allowed to disagree with them at all. You can agree with them 99% of the time, but that 1% that you don't agree with them, they immediately deem you an enemy and start attacking you directly and indirectly. It's crazy the way some of these people think. You want me to be like a dog on a leash. Your leash. I can't think for myself. No, that's not allowed. I have to agree with you. If you vote liberal and you have progressive thoughts, I have to be the same. If not, you'll attack me. But I thought your party was the party of tolerance. I don't get it. So what's going on here? Where did all the tolerance go? Bunch of nonsense going on. And I knew it. But hopefully X will be up all over once again And if Elon sells, hopefully his company continues the path of having balance on the platform instead of how it was when it was Twitter, when, if you were a conservative or even an independent, you would get censored. Everything you say or type will be deemed fake news, or you're a conspiracy theorist. Don't listen to him. Censor them, block them, ban them, silence them. All coming from the ultra-tolerant left, who ironically turns out they're not very tolerant at all. That being said, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. This is Gen X Media 7, and we cover it all. Hit the like button, subscribe. This transmission is over.